So when did you come into full-time ministry?
Wow. Full time. Yeah, I don't even know if it's a such thing as part time.
I know.
I don't even know if it's that's. I know people say that I'm bivocational, but I don't even
Right.
know if you can do ministry part time. I don't know how that
No.
works, but so it was right away. So what I mean by that is like, soon as I accepted God, right? I start and I heard that
Hmm.
one voice. I started hearing him. It was every day. Like he was talking to me every day. Like if I'm asleep or awake, right? And so he told me within like probably the first 30 days, I dreamed that he told me to go to the jail and start ministering to people in the jail. And I was like, I'm a felon. I got, these charges, this, that, in my past. I didn't know how it was happening. So, but I did it, right? Put in an application, whatever, and I got in the jail, right? I got in helping somebody, carrying they just kind of like carrying their stuff. There was like a recovery group, a Christian recovery group, and I didn't go there to speak, and I just was there. And then
Right.
and they ran out. They was going off of materials, right? And then I guess their church couldn't afford the materials, so they asked me if I could speak. I couldn't speak. I could tell my story, and people started getting saved, and then the jail came to me. They seen what was happening. It started like in a classroom, like 10 guys, and then it was like you couldn't even be in a class. You had to go in the gym, and so they came to
Hmm.
me and gave me my own 2 days. Um,
Okay.
and then those guys started helping me on the days that, and so that so when you say that, immediately within the next 30 days, I went back in the fire, to pull people out. You know what I mean? Right away,
Ooh.
no ordination, no title, no
Just
nothing. Just
right.
following God, just doing what He say. That's it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wow. Yeah, because I think after my encounter in that dorm room, I just start reading the Word. And I had never read the Word of God before. And I was just like, who is this God? Who is this person in my room? I want to know him. And I would read it every day. I would like run home from class just to read. And I would read, I would pray, I would meditate, and like my gifts begin to heighten. And I knew nothing about these gifts.
Yeah.
So, but I knew that it was God. And the way I could explain it was That's So Raven. So I don't know if you ever seen when the Nickelodeon series That's So Raven, when she would just stand up and she would like say da 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 da, and be like, what is going on? And she would see something, then it would happen. And so that's what was happening to me. I'm on a Christian campus. Nobody could explain to me what was happening. And I said, interesting. And even I remember saying God was in my room and they said, are you okay? Like, go lay back down. And I'm like, can y'all tell me what just happened? And they couldn't even explain. And I said, interesting. And so I remember coming back to Pittsburgh and I was like, I'm going to be a nun. I just love God so much. And it was like, you're not supposed to be. I said, I'm going to be a nun. I just love God so much. I just want to worship God. I just want to honor God for the rest of my life. And there's a song by the Winans. I don't know the name of the song, but he basically says, he's never been to prison. He don't have a record. None of these things have happened. But what he always recognizes that he still needs God. So regardless of if you have trauma or not trauma, you still need God. He is instrumental for us to worship Him. But our encounter was because he was going to use us unbeknownst to us for a greater purpose.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.